Hi guys, it's Lisa. So I'm so sorry you haven't seen videos in the past forever. I was uploading stuff on my little capture app on my iPad and it wasn't uploading. It was telling me it was, but it really wasn't. So we both got tricked. So I figured out what the issue was, got it fixed. So I can start recording again and uploading. With the other videos, it won't let me upload them, so what I'm going to try to do is save them to my PC and upload them from there. If that works, great, because they were really good stories. If it doesn't, then I'll just end up retelling them. Works either way, right? Great. Today, I kind of wanted to talk about love advice and relationships a little. I've had a lot of friends come at me recently. They always ask me for advice. I'm not really sure why, but they do. And I kind of have different stories coming at me right now too, because it's like half of my friends are in really great relationships and they're either getting married or on the verge of doing so. And then I have a large group of friends whose relationships are in the deteriorating stages, or they've already ended, and those people are sad and like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what I did wrong, this, that, and the other. So if you're a person who is in a great relationship and you're on the verge of getting married, I am so happy for you. Or like you're making bigger commitments and everything's going great, whatever. If your relationship was working out and it's wonderful, I'm happy for you, because love is a fabulous feeling to have, and it's great knowing that there's someone who knows you so well and just accepts you for who you are and loves you. But with that being said, be careful, because a lot of times your excitement for your joy can come off as bragging or like just pure annoying. People who are newly engaged or whatever, the whole like girl showing off her ring thing is just so annoying. You know, like, oh, I have to fix my glasses just to show off her ring, or oh, my nose itches. Did you see that right there? It's like, come on, okay, I know you're engaged, congratulations, I'm happy for you, but knock it off. Oh my god. And it's not a matter of being jealous of the person who's showing off, it's just honestly a little annoying. So being careful with that, because you don't want your friends to be happy for you and your family to be happy for you turn into a, oh my god, I want this over with. It's so annoying. You want the joy to stay and remain, and if you kind of act like a jerk and are throwing it in people's faces, it really is annoying. Especially if those people are people who are having trouble in their relationship, or people who just got dumped or just dumped the person that they thought they loved. It's really difficult to be in that situation and be surrounded by people who are getting married. It sucks. I've been there in the past, not recently. Thank God. But really, with the whole marriage wedding thing, I just want to reiterate that that is a really big, big decision. I totally support all forms of marriage, whether it's traditional, eloping, heterosexual, homosexual, whatever it is, any kind of marriage. If you want to marry your dog, I don't care. You found that love, that joy. I am happy for you. Get married. Spend the rest of your days with that person or thing or whatever. Just be happy. You probably deserve it. I'm sure you do. Everyone deserves happiness and love. Not everyone, but most people do. The other side of my discussion today is, before that, my question for the previous portion was, do you have a bunch of friends that are recently engaged and kind of flaunting it in your face? And if you do, how do you feel about that? Does it annoy the crap out of you, or are you you don't really care, or you're cool with it, you like it. Tell me what you think. On the other side of my discussion is those of you who are in the slumps lately. You've either had trouble in your relationship with fights and things, or you've recently split up. If you're having trouble, the best thing I can recommend is just to give each other time and space. I have friends who are like, no, we need to fix this right now. And honestly, a lot of times I'm that way in my relationship when a fight or something happens. But as my relationship has progressed and I've seen that when we get mad at each other, either I'm mad at him or he's mad at me, or the argument went one way or the other, the honest to goodness best thing to do is just take some time apart. Whether it's a couple hours, a day, whatever. Take some time apart and just kind of let that person and let yourself cool down, calm down, and think about things. And then you'll actually be able to have a decent adult conversation. And usually that will patch things up. If not, there's always angry sex with safety. Ding. But really, fights are something that are going to happen. No relationship is perfect with no fights. There's always going to be an argument. There's always going to be a fight, whether it's something stupid or it's something big. It's going to happen. You just have to work your way through it. And it'll get hard. It'll get really hard and scary. But if you really, really, really want to be committed to this person and you love this person and you want to be with them, then you'll make it work. You'll give them their space. You'll have a conversation with them like an adult. You'll discuss things, not argue, and things will get better. If you are one of my poor friends who's recently been dumped or has ended a relationship, I am so sorry. Because that freaking sucks, especially when you really think or you really were in love with that person and you devoted yourself to them. It's really hard to let go of that. And, you know, a lot of people who are in those situations at the time and moment say they want to give up on stuff. To me, I've had some bad breakups in the past, and I will be honest, at first I was destroyed, but you know, a good week or so later, I just kind of looked at it and reflected on the entire relationship and thought, you know, when it was good, it was good. When it was bad, it sucked. But I've learned from that relationship. I've learned not only who that person is, but I definitely learned something about myself. The way you react to things, the way that you interact with that person, the way you handle yourself, that's a total learning experience. And it's different a lot of the times with different people. And so having these relationships and them not necessarily working out, it really isn't the end of the world. I know it hurts and I know it sucks and no one wants to be alone. People like alone time, but they don't like to be lonely. So I know it's hard. And like I said, I've been there. But you really have to just realize that there is a right time for you. This just isn't it. And look back on what happened and just think, you know, was it right for me? And if it is, maybe it'll work out again later in life. Maybe it won't. A lot of people have a hard time with realization after breakups, you know? A lot of times when you're in a relationship, all you see is the good. Unless there's a fight. And then all you see is the horrible. And when there's a breakup, you immediately see terrible, terrible, terrible. This person was horrible. They didn't do this. They didn't do that. They did this horrible thing. They did that horrible thing. And it's just all bad. But if you seriously give yourself a week to chill, and then do some reflecting, I know it sounds kind of cheesy, But if you do the reflecting and you kind of think about things, you can see that maybe you were even wrong in some parts, and you made mistakes. And that's something that you should work on. Turn those mistakes into strengths. And I'm not saying you got dumped because you're horrible. I'm just saying that we all have flaws. And some of them we can change. And some of them we can't. And the ones that we can change, we should work on. The ones that we can't, someone will accept them. And my last bit of advice for my single friends is, don't be afraid to be alone. It's okay to be single. It's completely acceptable. People still love you. People still want you. You're still worth something. And honestly, don't rush into another relationship. I've had so many friends who do that, who get dumped, and then they just take like a month off and kind of go crazy and date or sleep with anybody and anything, and then whoever was the best lay, they end up dating, and then it's great for a couple months, and then they're miserable again. Give yourself a few months. Take 3, 4, 6, take a year, and just be single and kind of work on you and figure yourself out and rebuild your confidence, because ending a relationship is such a destroyer of confidence and self-esteem. So build yourself back up. Get back in the game slowly. And once you do get back in the game, get to know the person that you want to date. Become friends with that person. Understand who they are before you commit yourself to them. I used to be the person who made the mistake and was like, oh, I like this person and we have A, B, and C in common. Want to be boyfriend, girlfriend, or girlfriend, girlfriend? And they'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, yeah. And it would be great. And then some terrible stuff would happen. And I'd blame them. But then I look back and I'm like, I didn't even know that person. And I made a commitment to be their only person. You gotta think about that. That's a big commitment. It's not even marriage. But nonetheless, my married friends, be nice. Don't be all jerky and flaunty. That's lame. You're better than that. Be classy. And to my people having trouble in their relationships right now, just hang in there. It's rough, but have faith that it'll work out. And like I said, give each other some space. Everything happens for a reason, right? And for my friends who are either single, recently ended a relationship, or recently were dumped, it's okay. I love you. Someone else loves you. And the right person will come along. Just be patient. And when you are, and you meet the right person, things are going to be good so much more. Like, so way more often than they were in your past relationships. And you're going to feel different. You'll definitely realize the difference between the relationships that didn't work out and the one that does work out. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything at all, go ahead and leave it in the comments. I hope you like my video and maybe subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try to fix my whole uploading thing and post more often. So look forward to more videos if everything works out great. Thank you for listening to me, and I shall talk to you another day.